channel, The Baking Diva. Yes, I am peeling potatoes today because I'm making for you what's called stay in bed stew. Now usually I make stew in the fall and the winter, but I love stew and I've had a craving for it. I haven't made it in a while. And I think the reason they call this stay in bed stew is because once I put everything in my pot and I put it in my low oven, it cooks for about 5 hours and you don't have to do anything. Stay in bed for the day. I mean, I don't know about you, but there's lots of days I like to stay in bed. Just maybe watch a Netflix movie or a series or just get a little R&R. I mean, I'm retired now, but especially when I was working, I looked forward to a day off just to rest. Or maybe on the weekend, you want to make something nice, maybe on a Sunday for the family. I made this many times before and everybody loves it. It's so good. But once you stick it in the oven and it doesn't take long to prepare it, well, go about your day, go out, do whatever you want, go back to bed and stay in bed, and you'll have a luscious dinner. So I'm going to get started now. If you're new to my channel, my name's Dolores, better known as The Baking Diva, and I'd love to have you follow me along on my baking journey. Today I'm making a savory dish. I also make a lot of sweet dishes and a few reviews and special events and holidays. In fact, shortly I'm going on vacation. Yep, going to my yearly trip to the Jersey Shore to Wildwood. Can't wait. I love the beach. I really do. And I just wish I could stay down there for about a month. But I don't think that's happening, so I'll settle for a week. So what do you say we get started? Smash the subscribe button if you want to follow me along on my journey. And I'd love to have you. And if you think you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I try to sometimes make it entertaining. I always say you can have fun when you're baking. You don't have to be like a monotone. Put this in here, do that, move this, do that, blah, blah, blah. No. So anyway, I will put the recipe down below in the more box for you. And I've already started to prepare a little bit, just for the sake of time. So you saw me, I peeled 5 potatoes. The recipe calls for 6. I guess the recipe calls for 6 medium-sized potatoes cut into cubes. But it's just 2 of us here, so we'll get a couple of meals out of that. So these are different sizes, so I'm cutting 5. And I'm just going to cut them into cubes, whatever size you like. It doesn't matter. For me, these are good sized cubes. And I have, this happens to be a Rachel Ray pot that comes with a lid. It's ceramic. I bought it years and years ago when she was selling them, I think on QVC. So any type of pot like that with a lid that you can use in the oven is fine. This is a ceramic one. And I think this is somewhere around a 5 quart. I'm not sure, but I'm sure whatever you have, you'll make it do. And so in addition to the potatoes, and you can see how easy these are. I mean, just cube them up. No special rhyme or reason. No special size. I'm not a chef. I didn't go to the Culinary Institute. I'm just a homemade chef who likes to bake and likes to cook. So as long as it comes out good, tastes good, I'm fine with it. In fact, I always say presentation is good, and it is. Mostly when I'm making my desserts. I like them to look nice. In fact, when I'm finished with this stay in bed stew, I am making an orange creamsicle cheesecake pie. So we're gonna have our stew for dinner and we're gonna have our pie for dessert. So stay tuned for the next video because you'll see how I make that delicious orange creamsicle cheesecake pie. And that's a pretty easy one too. Now Dolores, be careful, we don't want it to cut our fingers. No, 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 no. Okay, so throw everything that you're gonna see me do right into your pot. Couldn't be any easier, right? Do you like stew? I know there's different ways to make it. You can make stew in your slow cooker, your crock pot. I've done that many times. This I love. I think it comes out the best. My mother had made stew a lot, and she did it a lot with like a red sauce. I'm Italian, so a lot of red sauce. So this is how I'm making it, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So now the recipe calls for 1 large onion cut into chunks. I hope I don't start tearing because I'm really not good with the onions. They burn my eyes so badly. And besides them burning, they're usually tearing. I think it also depends on the type of onion you use. But anyway, this is what I have. This is what I'm using. And I'm just going to cut it up into chunks, just like I did with the potatoes, and throw it right in the pot. I'm trying not to make this video too long. We just got over having a heat wave here. Oh my gosh, we had a week of it. The weather was in the upper 90s, almost 100. And if you live in New Jersey, you know that we have horrible humidity. I mean, awful. Thank God for air conditioning because I don't think I would have been able to stand it really. It was just brutal. All right, so there's my potato and there's my onion. Now it calls for 3 carrots cubed. I had this bag of the little baby carrots. So you could either judge it and throw them in like this, or if you want, you can cut them in half. So you can just judge if you're using these. Just judge about what 3 carrots would be. And if you're using your regular carrots, just use 3 of them cubed up. So now we have in there our potatoes, our onion, and our carrots. Now, do you know what we're going to put in next? I'll bet you don't, but I will be showing you. Woo! Oh, I've been so tired lately. Between my puppy Cinnamon, who if you follow me, you know all about her. She's a handful. But we're also redecorating, remodeling our family room. And it's been a lot of work. Men here working, and furniture donated, and furniture we got rid of, and we ordered a new sectional, and it's just been run, work, and it's not done yet. And I have a feeling that the flooring is going to be delivered while we're on vacation, so I have to contact that company. And we obviously can't put down the new furniture until we get the floor down. So I could use a stay in bed bowl of stew right about now. So this is what I'm putting in. You could put more or less in. It's fine. All right, now I'm going to put in, let me get a spoon, 1 can of tomato soup. And yeah, it's 1 can of condensed tomato soup. So let me put that in. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm also going to put in 1 can of beef consomme. This is just Campbell's I'm using. So I'm going to pour that in. Now we need our meat, our stew meat. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't been buying a lot of beef lately at all. It's just too expensive. When I see the prices on it, I just walk away. I mean, yeah, hamburgers is fine. Once in a while if they have a sale on steak, but the prices are really out of control. But this recipe does call for about 1.5 pounds of lean stew beef. So I haven't cut this ahead of time, but this is pretty lean. And I just bought it yesterday. So it's nice and fresh. So that's a little big. You just want to cut them into cubes. So this package is more than 1.5 pounds. It's what they had. So I'm going to use maybe 3/4 of this these beef cubes, and they come out so darn tender the way you cook them. Because if you've seen me make my fall off the bone ribs, baby back ribs, and I do them in the oven on a slow oven for a long time, they just completely fall off the rib. I have that recipe on my channel if you should want to watch it. Some of these pieces that are too big, I'm cutting up. But like I say, these ingredients are so easy. And you know, how long is it taking me to do this? I mean, if I wasn't talking to you and I just was going a little faster, it would take probably half the time. So let me see, I'm going to have to put in a little more because I don't think that is 1.5 pounds. So I'm just judging, and you can do the same. I mean, really, there's not very many ingredients. If you have your onions, most people have onions, they have potatoes, they have carrots. I think this is pretty good. They have carrots. Then you just have to go out, if you don't have it, and get yourself 2 cans of soup and a few other things we're throwing in, and you're done. All right, I think that's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna just put one more piece in because I think that's about 1.5 pounds. All righty. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. One more piece. Okay, I'm gonna take the rest and put them in a freezer bag and put them in the freezer for something else I'm going to make. Okay. All right, now what we're gonna do, let me wipe my hands. We're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of flour, all-purpose flour. Actually, might be better if I move that in front of me. Here we go. Oh, getting heavy. 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, just put that in. Then we need some garlic powder. A teaspoon of garlic powder. Just putting that in. Everything just gets put in the pot. We're going to throw in a little black pepper. About 1/2 tablespoon of pepper. I'm not a big pepper fan, but you know, certain recipes call for it. And you gotta put it in, so let me just do that. Could use ground pepper, but this is good. Sprinkle that in. And let me see if I have everything. I put in my beef consomme. I put in my condensed tomato soup. I have my lean beef cubes. I have my large onion cubed. 6 potatoes, although I put in 5, peeled, obviously, and cubed. My carrots, my flour, my pepper, and my garlic powder. And that's it. So I'm just going to stir this around a little bit to mix it. And then I'm going to put my lid on it. You do have to cover it. And I'm going to put it in the oven at my 275 degree oven. And it is going to turn into magic in there And you are going to bake this. You're going to bake this for 5 hours. And very important, no peeking. So I'm going to put it in the oven now. I got other things to do today. And I want to make my pie. And I have to take my puppy for a walk. Actually, she just turned 1 year old on July 3rd. I even put a little clip of her birthday party in there. So I have a video of that too. All right, so I'll see you in about 5 hours when it's time for dinner. So thanks for watching. Come on back. Love you. Dinner time. Dinner time. Well, I just took the stew out of the oven. It was in there for exactly 5 hours at 275 degrees. It looks very delicious. And I tell you, I got a lot done while that stew was cooking. That's why they call it stay in bed. Let me see, I took the dog for a walk. I did laundry. I made my pie. I had phone calls to make. So I got a lot done while that stew was cooking. So now's the best part, the taste testing. So here we go. All right. Looks good. I'll put a picture in for you. Oh yeah. I'm anxious to taste the meat. I'll bet it falls right apart. All right, let's see. All right, it's very hot. I just took it out. So let me see. Oh yeah, you don't need a knife or anything. Look at this, the meat just fell apart. So let me give it a try. Delicious. Perfect. Make it. It's really good. Very tasty. And I love how that meat just falls apart. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go and eat my dinner now. I have to call the rest of the family. Scott, it's time to eat. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And I just want to thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch me make this. I really appreciate it. I will see you all very soon. Come on back.